Hello, my name is Taz Rahman and I'm a Cardiff-based poet and a documentary maker. My first poetry collection is forthcoming in February 2024 from Seren Books. I founded Just Another Poet back in 2019 when my own writing journey started, to allow me to get to know other writers, to understand their processes and to see how writing and the next stage of writing, that is publishing, worked. As a result of the funding, the channel has created new audiences as well as gained a sense of gravitas. So it is now able to feature poets and maybe cover launches that wouldn't have been otherwise possible.
Sut i yfad Matango? I Mola Eric a Mola Mike. Gwyn ei byd y beirdd o Gymru canis hwy a brofant Matango.
Learning to read. And in Guyana, when I was between 3 and 4, I went to a nursery school just up the road. So this memory comes from that.
Ogyn Okada. Hwn dynghedwyd I fyny'r llwybr tarw drwy'r traffig, I drywanu ffordd rhwng loriau trwm, a dim ond cwydon yn ei geg, het wlan am ei ben, byth helmed, a golwg di-wen ar ei wep. Hwn dynghedwyd I fyw ar herw, I blygu groen drwy gorneli tin, I oddiweddid yn ddi-enw, gan herio pob cyfreth, ond eiddor heol.
Was born in this room.
This is where the man was born. I was going to say he wasn't born a man, of course, but this is where Dylan was born. A matter of weeks only after the family moved into this house, because Florrie obviously was pregnant when they moved in, and it's hard to think, isn't it? That little boy's photo on the mantelpiece over there.
This is the Palazzo Dario in Venice, painted by Monet. I like this painting because if you look at it for long enough, it seems as if the water is actually moving. And there's something beautiful but also otherworldly about that pale pink colour mixed with the different shades of green.
In the Hunchback in the Park poem, Dylan alludes to a Welsh fable from the Mabinogion, Blodeuwedd being created out of flowers. And in his version, he sees the hunchback in his imagination.
Something that I've often thought about, this, our need to clap. Clapping is what clapping. And I've written here a kind of epigraph myself. Only a poet would ask an audience not to clap.
Doing that then. Good morning and welcome to the final day of the Seren Cardiff Poetry Festival here at the University of South Wales Atrium Building.
Mae'n mynd I fod yn ddiwrnod arbennig, dwi'n siŵr ni wedi cael penwythnos llawn, mae gwledd yn ystrydeb, ond mae wedi bod yn fwy na gwledd. A ni'n edrych mlaen I beth sydd gyda'r diwrnod ola I gynnig. We're really looking forward, aren't we?
So excited for
Go for Emily, go. All right, I'll start. So, the first one I'm going to read came about from a prompt that Ray gave us We're part of a poetry group where we share work.
First poem I'm going to read is from the Museum of Walking competition, and I was really delighted that in the little booklet that all the shortlisters went in, they had an artist, Alban Lowe, who illustrated my poem, which brought a tear to my eye, because obviously often we work the other way around with acoustic poetry, so to see someone illustrate one of my poems was really very, very special indeed.
Athro Daniel Williams, fi'n gyfarwyddwr canolfan astudiaethau Cymreig Richard Burton ym Mhrifysgol Abertawe.
A beth wyt ti'n neud fan hyn yn ngwyl farddoniaeth Caerdydd?
Wel, fel ffordd talu gwrogaeth i rai o'r bobl nath sefydlu Llen Saesneg Cymru, oherwydd mae darlith flynyddol Mike Stevens yn cymryd lle ar ddiwedd y genhadledd, ac eleni Glyn Mathias sy'n mynd i fod yn siarad am ei dad Rowland Mathias.
Hi, my name is Gordon. I'm a writer, reader, and I'm a public library worker as well. And today we're going to be having a look at some books that I've been reading and getting interested in, all of which you can get from your local library service, certainly down here in Cardiff.
The title poem from my collection is called The Language of Bees. And I wrote it while I was tending to my lavender, and the lavender patch that I had before was right on the edge of a field, and it had Roman vines in it, and it kind of got me thinking about where we've come from and where we are now and where we're going next, and kind of this fear of climate change and what will happen next. And
I really enjoyed listening to your readings in there, and I just wanted to know, like, how would you describe your collection?
I guess it's, God, that's a really hard question. Okay, hold on. It is a book exploring female desire and experiences of sexism, and then how the two kind of interact or talk to each other. So often when I'd write poems about ex-boyfriends, which I call the desire poems, and then I would perform them, and then I would get these kind of strange interactions with, sometimes I got nice interactions with audience members as well, but kind of strange interactions.
I am. No release of balloons at dawn for me. No room left just as it was for me. No sewing my name on a quilt for me. No annual tears to spill for me. No keeping old shirts that smell of me.
Sian Melang Llafydd ydw i, a dwi'n yma heddiw yn yr wyl fel rhywun sydd yn ysgrifennu barddoniaeth a ffuglen, ond hefyd fel rhywun sydd yn athrawes yoga a meddwlgarwch a myfyrio.
A na le newn ni ddechrau wy'n credu, y gair na, meddwlgarwch. Mae'n awgrymu fod lot o bwyslais ar y meddwl. Ydy hwnna'n gam arweiniol?
Mae o'n gam arweiniol. Falle beth dylen ni ddweud ydy bod ni'n dŵad a'n sylw gofalgar at gynnwys y meddwl. Ond bod ni ddim o gwbl yn trio gwagu'r meddwl na tawelu'r meddwl.
On the drive to school, a no conversation before coffee kind of day, my son asks, "Why do I have to learn Welsh?" I look out of the window to see trees telling us it's autumn, a bending back of green, as crisp and curled as the fiver Nan slips into my hand with an extra squeeze.